Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to MIO Memories in Orbit. It's a gorgeous looking Metroidvania with 3D graphics, but with a kind of a handy illustrated style. They actually like have hatching lines and stuff built into the shader, and it looks extremely cool. It is out now today on Steam, so if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. I'm gonna butcher this, but it is made by Duze Diximus? I have no idea. I am super sorry, but it's made by them and published by Focus Entertainment, who were kind enough to reach out and sponsor this video. And I guess with that, I think that's all the announcements I need to make. So let's just dive right in and see how it goes. Specifically, and we'll see this in a bit, it's a Metroidvania set on like a giant Arkship, as far as I can tell, with like a more sci-fi setting, which I am a sucker for. It's you. I also really, really love choral music. I've seen you, I think. Like, ever since Halo and Final Fantasy X, in my dreams. Halo, Final Fantasy X, I'm trying to think of other good games that have like that really good choral music that just kicks in at impactful moments. Honestly wish more games did that. Where they really let the, I mean, I guess it's almost kind of a cappella rather than singing words or anything like that. But not enough games use like the human voice as just an instrument. I think plenty do, but I can't think of many that are like that do it particularly well. And I wish more would. I also really love this intro animation. What is going on? I don't know, but like there's just something about golden lines kind of swirling through a dark void that always feels really good to me. And I'm trying to like put my finger on why. I don't know, it's just nice and illustrative in a fun way. It's one of those that like as a 2D artist I could technically make these things, but gosh, it would be a pain in the butt. In my dreams we walked together, braving her depths. This is probably a basic tutorial. So this is not what the game actually looks like. I'm assuming this is just kind of a baseline. She was beautiful then, as she always had been. A haven among the stars, gently spinning, a world as unto herself, carrying us along. A delicate clockwork ticking away. Chambers so vast they seemed endless. Tremendous bridges arced across the void, gardens hung in spirals, basking in the glow of 1,000 suns. Okay, I'm out of jumps. Oh, I see. Interesting, so we already have a wall kick. In my dreams, was it a dream? She was more than a home. She was alive, in her own way. I wonder, is her heart still beating? Or is it like mine? A little more than a dying ember. There we go. Oh, so we do actually kind of keep the weird golden tentacle thing in our character design. Well. Oh, that's a little bit more freaky than I thought it was going to be. Ooh, this has got some nice float to it. If I would describe. Okay, and I can attack. Junk pile. Has some resources. So maybe I don't have a wall... Yeah, I don't have a wall kick. I just have a double jump. Honestly, why not? I think it was... Oh, what was it? Was it Yahtzee was talking about time to double jump? And kind of talking about Metroidvanias, and like having a timer when playing a Metroidvania. How long does it take to get the double jump? Because it's like the primary... Oof. I don't take too many of those. It's like the primary upgrade, that and wall kick. And, yeah, you know, quantifying like, how long can you go into Metroidvania before it gives you one? I'm honestly one of those people that is super fine with double jumps. I think double jumps are comfortable, especially in platformers, and without them I actually feel kind of restrained. Ow. I don't think I was supposed to go that way, but it was just a cutscene of... Oops, your character is not exactly, sound. But yeah, for me, give me the double jump right from the get-go. I honestly feel so much better about... I feel so much better about, like, the movement system right from the get-go. And then I can specifically look forward to whatever the next upgrade is, because now I have no idea what it's going to be. Probably wall kick, just because that's the usual. But it's like, oh, how would I describe it? I don't know, it's just getting the most obvious upgrade out of the way first, so that you can actually have the more interesting stuff as actual upgrades. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Door locked from the other side. Double jump and wall kick are such traditional upgrades that you would expect from a Metroidvania. Progress saved. Modifier center. I mean, sure. Okay, so displays MIO's status on screen, so I could unequip it. Oh, okay, so we have... Interesting. So it's kind of doing the mask system from Hollow Knight. Except for we start with 25 slots and we get up to... like 100? Probably have a scaling amount of values for those. Now that didn't heal me. Interesting. Okay, well I came from the other direction. Is this also locked? It is. But yeah, because double jumps are so default in all of these games, you might as well just have it be that it is just default to start with, and then try and build on top of that template rather than treating it like an actual upgrade. If that makes sense. Huh. So it's another one of those things, but it didn't seem to have any energy and kind of just weakly looked at me. Nope, this is new actually. But... okay, that's rough. I guess we should go to the spine. Because there was something about being connected to the spine that would let me have the map. Yeah. Unfortunately, I am wounded already. And I have no knowledge of, like, how I'm going to heal. Wait, do I attack by, like, whipping my hair at people? Okay. Now, is this somebody else? The world is ending. Surely now the shell will open for me. I'm also almost going to say this has... well, no, this absolutely does. Oh, requires the aviary's passport out. Passporto, I think? Yeah, since this is published by Focus Entertainment, I'm going to assume this is French. I mean, also with passepartout as a word. Well, I guess we're going to the apartments. Yep. Interesting. So we've already had a couple of deviation points, sort of. Not that we could actually do anything in that next section. So I have to watch my health a little bit, because I have no way of healing. Oh. Okay. Wait, right. I have a double jump. What am I doing? Well, no, we still get his bits, which is good. Yeah, I'd like to find another save spot if I can manage it. Yeah, I gotta remember I have a jump. I really appreciate how floaty this is. That this is not one of those Metroidvania... Ooh, train crashed. And it's like super frozen too. Dwellings. Ice physics. Hold up. I'm gonna have some fun with this. It's kind of nothing, but I still love ice physics in video games, especially if you can, like, really do some trick movement with it. When I was, a kid, it was an old MMO. I was gonna say I'm gonna date myself with this one, but I actually do think most people who watch my videos... Oh, friend. Visitors are a rare sight these days. Not every unit is as friendly as you. The roads have become dangerous and resources are sparse. Even more so since the Heart's tremors have started, disconnecting us one by one. Oh well, it's not like we could do something about it, can we? It's a Pearl's job to look after the vessel, not simple units like us. In any case, if you continue through this building, you'll reach Metropolis. I'm sure you'll find more survivors in the cities. Safe travels, friend. But yeah, so, the MMO City of Heroes had come out, back when I was, like, in middle school. It was either middle school or early high school. Still don't know what those things are. And one of the, like, first dungeons you could go into had pretty extensive, like, ice sliding physics. And I remembered, like, getting distracted during the dungeon. Okay, so I can spend resources to heal myself at least a little bit. Interesting. Having to actually spend currency to heal here. Oh, that's fine. But yeah, getting seriously distracted during that dungeon crawl. Messing around with the ice physics. Because they had like a half pipe that you could, they had like a half pipe you could go up and down on. And yeah, it had like full physics sliding. Ugh, damn it. I got stuck in the pipe. Now what happens?
Wake up. Come to me.
Okay. So... Knacker? I have no idea. But droplets lost to the pond. Okay, so... Come to me. Presumably, maybe this one? She. Yep. You might have a hard time believing me, but this place used to be magnificent. This pond, the one we are standing in, used to power everything around here. It was the source upon which the whole network drew. Regrettably, it has been dry for what feels like an eternity. As long as it stays dry, I will remain blind. And as long as I am blind, so are you. So offer resources. Not that I have much. So we'll have to deposit an amount. So what we want to do is kind of go explore, fight, bring stuff back, and fill the pond back up. Interesting. Okay, well let's try not to take too much damage here. And also let's not crush ourselves this time around. And so, like, I barely remember anything about City of Heroes. I'd still like to go back and actually, like, play through more of it. Because I know they have, like, private servers now. But I wouldn't want to do it alone. Okay. Luckily, everything that an enemy drops, I just get to hoover right up. Which is nice. Let's see. What was I going to say? But yeah, I still want to go back and, like, play through that game someday. The vessel's incredibly old when you think about it. No wonder she's struggling too. Okay. Did I go up and over here? I think I did. Okay, so you can kind of sit within their attack range. Oh. Leave it beyond repair, and there is something there. That might actually be an upgrade for me, of sorts, or something. Or not? Oh. Yeah, so whatever that thing on the other side of the gate is, I do not have access to it. It seems like it might be an upgrade for me. I see, so if I hit the green thing, I get another double jump. So that might mean you can kind of infinite air juggle. Maybe. Wait. Okay, so you can actually do a fair bit of, like, air pogo jazz. If you want to. I am hoping for a dash, just so I can animation cancel out of an attack, though. That would be handy. So do I want to spend... Oh, it's just 10. For a piece of health. Sure. Especially considering how easy it is for me to take damage here. Beans. Oh, you can also attack the ice projectile mid-air. Neat. Looks like this thing resets, which is good. Okay, got them both. My health is not looking good. Yeah, so the problem is at this point, I need to find some way of getting back and healing. Yeah. Okay, we can probably go down to this person. This might be friend. Thank you, stranger. Someone stole my hat and I got stuck here while chasing the thief. See, it's a very important hat to me. A gift from me. Or from Mel, that's my boss. So I absolutely need to get it back, because if I don't, she'll get very mad. Anyway, I found something on my way here. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure you'll find some use for it. Analyzer, modifier, can be installed in your modifier center, so it displays enemy health. I mean, that is actually quite useful. Seems that like the thief isn't around anymore, so time for me to clear out. See you around, stranger. I really like 3D Metroidvanias. 3D 2.5D specific. There's just a really nice sense of depth of field. Or 2.5D or any like full 3D Metroidvania that is... Or 2D Metroidvania that has like that really nice level of parallax. I think this is because of Mega Man. Mega Man had a really good sense of depth, even back in the day. Mega Man X specifically, I could never get into the originals. And so any like 2D platformy game that doesn't have that level of depth, it just feels deeply wrong to me. Alright, that should be a decent amount. That's it. Come closer. Can you feel it? The network is waking up bit by bit. I can sense the nacre coursing through all of its dormant capillaries. This is merely a step, but a crucial one. Thanks to you, I can finally see again. Allow me to show you. Look through his eye. So we now have the map. Well, it says zoom, but I can't. Okay, so we can see the map, but only when we're talking to them. Please heal me. Okay, so it heals me to 2, so I must have just lost max HP when we glitched out earlier. Okay. I'm also really digging that as a Metroidvania, this one just kind of dumps me into the center of nowhere. And just says, good luck. Go explore. Wish I knew what that meant. Wish I knew what any of these meant. Let's pretty much just go back the way we came. Because we opened that shortcut door, but we didn't go anywhere to the left. And so I don't know what to expect the other direction. Let's go back here. How would I describe this? A lot of Metroidvanias, for whatever reason, start you kind of on what feels like the edge of the map. and has you go in a direction to get to the actual gameplay, whatever that gameplay may be. Hollow Knight kind of subverts this by eventually having you find out that no, there's actually a fair bit of stuff off the other direction. Okay, so that doesn't work. I guess with those guys, I just have to hug them so they can't hit me too deep. There we go. Not that I get much health here. Yeah, still not connected to the spine. But so many other Metroidvanias I've played in recent memory very much, yeah, put you on the edge of whatever the environment is. And I want more Metroidvanias that specifically make you feel like you start smack dab in the middle of the environment. And have to kind of... Right, double jump. You start smack dab in the middle of the environment. And you have to, like, not regame, but you are immediately kind of, like, twisting around your current environment, exploring around. Oh, it summons little bombs. Oof. Tough sucker. There we go. Got it. And now we got the container open. Unfortunately, I'm wounded. Unknown object. Protective overlay. Modifier can be installed on your modifier center. Additional layer of protection. External temperature under critical minimum. Reinforcement of defense systems recommended. Yeah, so it's an extra HP point, but comes at the cost of 20 slots, and I only have access to 25 of them. Let's see if I can find another shortcut here, maybe. Something that takes me back, because otherwise I'm going to get slammed. Prospero, beyond repair. Currently beyond repair, at least. Ooh, 20. Ouch. Oh, that's fine. That is a gorgeous animation. And nothing there. Okay, so I guess this is just all a way to get back to healing. Maybe there's more out this direction. It feels like a hell of a detour just to go heal. But maybe there's a reason for me to come back at some point to get access to some of the NPCs that I wouldn't normally have access to. Okay, good. It can't shoot me while I'm doing that. I get a fuzzball. Old core. Precious pearl of a long-dead unit. Combined with nacre. I truly wish... I should look up how that's pronounced. It can be used to create new parts and repair broken modules. If you find a pearl, keep it. Even if it doesn't harbor a mind of its own anymore, don't let it lie in the dirt. Bring it with you. Recycle it into something new. Add it to your own frame. It's not dead yet. Except if you decide it to be. It can still live through you. That's the closest to reincarnation a machine can get. That's a fun puzzle. Forcing you to have to puggle off of an enemy to actually gain access to it. I like it when games do that. Even if, like, I'm maybe not the most adept at identifying those situations. Ow. Whoop. Okay, there we go. Whoop. The ice physics with the murder grass is dangerous. Whoa. Oh. Am I supposed to do this? Yeah. I'm really digging the ice physics, though. And I'll just heal up when I can. The ice physics and the economy aspects of it. Like, mechanically, we have a gazillion Metroidvanias out now. To the point where, like, it's kind of difficult to stand out as a Metroidvania with, like, combat systems, for example. It just doesn't work. Oh. So that's a route, but let's open this door in case we can find a shortcut or something. Dr. Helson's property. You don't look like one of those murderous units outside, I swear, between that and the tremors. Anyway, glad to finally see a friendly face. I'm Mel, by the way, a salvager and a mechanic. You know, your model's pretty rare, but with that wee frame of yours, yeah, you'll get crushed in no time. What a shame. Tell you what, lass, there's an old workshop around the Nexus. I was planning to hide there next. Come see me and I'll bulk you up. Won't be free, though. Be sure to bring me some knacker. And yeah, there's stuff up there, but I can't get to it. So I think we've unlocked either our, like, upgrade NPC or our merchant. Or both? Might be a both. The pipe gets me somewhere. Unknown object. Pick it up. Kinetic thrust, a modifier. Can be installed in a modifier center. Last attack of a combo does more damage. Just push the problems away. Doesn't look like it can get out of this tube, though. But yeah, so, like, combat systems in Metroidvanias have kind of been done to death at this point. It's not that there's, like, no way to innovate with them, but this is genuinely a problem with, I would say, all 2D platformer games, and I think it's the reason why a lot of people usually tune out on them, is because there just really isn't much you can do with the format anymore. Like, when I play a platforming game, there's some basic expectations of, like, how it works. And you might be able to kind of subvert that in interesting ways, taking the combat away, switching it up, making it different, adding some really, like, fine-tuned combat systems or, like, parry systems or whatnot. And that's part of the reason why stuff like modern Metroidvanias have done a really good job of catching people's interest. Ow. Because they often have some of the more, like, complex combat systems and mechanics. But I'd say exploration and ambiance are almost more important. Okay, got another one there. But I want to make sure this guy can't bother me. Break this first. Because a serviceable combat system, but a world I actually care about exploring is the big one. I've played hundreds of Metroidvanias at this point. It's become a bit of a... Oh, they drop bombs on top of the zap field that they probably normally drop. And this is the vent that I saw earlier. No, it's not. This is something completely different, and this is... Oh no, I can break this. Oh, that area that I was like, oh, it's kind of a dead end. It's not a dead end. There is more here. Neat. I look forward to actually having the map so I fully know where I am. I've got a good idea. I don't necessarily like the looks of that. I might not have a choice. Okay. Got him to come a little closer. Got it. This might be currency. This might be something new. Traveler's log, grateful. Transcript of a traveler's experiences and thoughts. To the six voices we are grateful. We are grateful to the blood for the warmth he provides, to the breath for the air in our lungs, to the eye for the long watch over our travel, to the hand for the tools she shapes, to the spine for the bonds we share through him, to the heart for the world around us. May you keep watching over us forever. Yeah, so presumably this is like a giant Arkship that's just been traveling through space for some indeterminate amount of time, and yeah. Yet another. Tomo cannot be disturbed. You will meet the same fate as the others. Aegis, worn out sentinel. Okay. Yeah, you can sword pogo, but it's not worth it. Okay. And not having much health here really puts a dampener on this boss fight, and not having a shortcut nearby either doesn't help. Oh, he has a second phase. I don't know what he's doing. And that's a genuine problem. Okay. What is he doing? I don't know what he's doing. Please, sir. Okay, now he's going to do the charge? Nope. He does that. Second one? Oh, not a second one. Oh, I'm actually really stressed out because... yeah, no active way of healing. Oh. Got him. Whoo! He just defeated. Nice attack pattern. But yeah, no way of active healing like in Hollow Knight or Silksong makes this so much more stressful. Not to say that Hollow Knight is not stressful. It also is, but... I like it when I have ample checkpoints to rely on, and if I don't have those, oh god, the tension just goes sky high. Strange tube. Well, I guess we're going in the tube. Seems like somebody had just yoinked one of those. Oh, finally, thanks so much. I've been trying to open this pipe for ages now. Looking for my friend Tomo. By any chance, were they... No, of course not. That would have been too easy. Well, I can't blame them for not sticking around. It looks dangerous around here. It's back to square one then. Say, I saw you fight that big sentinel upstairs, so I know you can fend for yourself. Do you think you could help me? It's hard for me to navigate the vessel these days, since most of the pipes are sealed like this one. Having someone on the outside would be a huge relief. As a show of good faith, I can install some enhancements. It should help you move around the vessel despite your tiny build. Just come closer, I won't bite. Oh, it's that one. We've been kidnapped. And now we're dead. That has got to be so unsettling. As like a sentient robot creature. So cold. Past the hairpin. Oh. So it's a dash system. Why? Nope. I see. Nope, didn't work. This still didn't work. It used to be so warm. Oh, I have to recharge the hairpin by standing on the ground for a moment. And welcoming. Who took the warmth away? Okay. Oh, those green spots. I can probably boost off of them now. Well, that's a good bit of movement tech. Anything up there? No. I still would like to find a checkpoint if possible. Any way of going back home. And I guess that helps. Yeah. Still beyond repair. Oh, nothing there. Probably. We still want to just retrace our steps super hard. Oh, yeah. This gets us back. So I guess it wouldn't have been that long of a walk to the boss. Let's see. Still going to the workshop. Hopefully I have enough resources to bank that I can actually get the map. Because having access to that is going to be helpful. There's also something above, but I don't know if I can get to it. Ah, what a dump. At least she won't look for me around here. There. All set. Alright, lass. I've got a bunch of old trinkets. Let's see which ones I can repair for you. Okay, mod maintenance hack. Can be installed on your center. Okay, protective coat repair at Nacre Basins is free. So that's kind of good. Enemies leak a lot more Nacre droplets when dying. So more money, which is good. Gives me 10 extra slots. As much as I want both of those, we need that map. Bad. The one that gives me more resources, I think it's enough. Come to me. I will restore the network for now. Stay close. Yeah, so now we have access to the map while I'm exploring around. It's good to feel the data flowing again, to see properly again, to see you, Mio. Your name is Mio. You've been bruised by the heart's tremors. I can see that too. The heart is in so much pain. I can see her now, of course. She's holding up at the moment, but not for long. Something has to be done or she will die, and the vessel with her, and us with them. Now that the network is running again, it should be possible to save her, maybe with the help of the other pearls. It's no use, they won't answer my call. This is frustrating. I'll try again until it works. In the meantime, why don't you carry on with your exploration? I would like to know what happened to Metropolis and the Haven anyway. Maybe you can find something I can't see. Good news is, wherever you are, you should be able to see through me now. Even from far away. Let me be your eyes. Interesting. Is there anything else I can do, or have we fully upgraded it? Looks like it. Okay. So, yeah, progress saved, map updated. So we still have to go back to the bench to heal. So knowing an enemy's health is good. Layer of protection or last of the combo. I think I'm going to go for the layer of protection. I'd like to get more, but without consistent healing, I'm kind of out of luck. Oh, those swirly things are the healing bowls. So we've probably got stuff to the left that I can go to. However, there might be a vent I can do. Oh. Welcome back, MIO. I've been making progress, though it isn't much. As we speak, I'm trying to reach out to the other pearls, but their voices are weak. They sound withdrawn, faded. They aren't responding to me. This is worrying. Without their voices, the pearls cannot fulfill their functions. Let's hope this is the Nexus malfunctioning and not them. Yeah, so what I was going to say for the combat system is, actually that boss fight was pretty good. It's stressful as heck. Mostly owing to the fact, ooh, like a bedroom up here. Silo access badge. Grants access to the silo maintenance passage under Haven. For workers only, do not lose your badge. It won't be reprinted. So we also have this vent here, which I haven't gone into yet. Another strange tube. That last tremor was nasty. I really was afraid I'd be the last one standing. Good to see I was wrong. Anyway, as I said, I need your help. My friend Tomo's been missing, and, well, after what happened, I'm worried sick about them. Would you mind taking a look around with me? I do it myself, but most of the pipes I use to travel around are sealed. I need someone to open them from the outside. Best spot to start looking is right below us. You might have to take a detour or two to reattach it, but it shouldn't be too far away. Be careful on your way. I'd hate to be looking for 2 missing units instead of just 1. Okay, so go down there. Yeah, I knew there was something here. Unfortunately, it was just that. So, let's go here. Let's go to the left. Let's see what I can go to. And what this gets me access to. Yeah, boosting my damage on the 3rd hit of the combo might also be a really good idea. Just so enemies die that smidge faster. Now, this is all kind of a dead end, yeah? Yeah. It is saying that there's something I can interact with below me. That might be one of the healing spots. No, there is something up there. But I have no way of getting to it without some kind of speed boost. There we go. At least these things respawn. Just for a little bit of extra money. Ow. Which we are going to need because I'm taking some damage. You know what? I'm not sure if I want to fight this thing. It presents a bit of an existential risk to me, owing to the fact that I have next to no HP. Okay, it's fine. You know what? No. We didn't have the momentum. We want to start from here, go left. There we go. Man, ice physics, I don't know. I know this is going to sound silly. I love ice physics. Like, I know, I guess I've been saying that this entire time, but just having it here just feels really good. It's a great way of having interesting movement tech without actually having it be an upgrade for the player physics. It gives the area character. Should have just been wailing on him. Okay. So gone that direction. How have we gone through here? Oh, I couldn't previously. But I was going to say the other thing that like really makes a Metroidvania special, like the combat system is good, but we're starting to hit kind of an upper limit of the possibility of like what you can do. It's why Silk Song is like brutally difficult. Because otherwise it's just going to feel kind of like any other Metroidvania. Which, I mean, it still has great exploration and other stuff. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, nope. Okay, there we go. I have the hair grab so I can just kind of yoink over to it. Yep, bam. But unfortunately, the harder the Metroidvania, usually the more I bounce off of it. Just, yeah, oh, I can arrest my movement by attacking. That's helpful to note. I guess maybe the point on that is you want to kind of hyper boost off of the ice repeatedly to be able to clear a distance really fast. Oh, I can't wait till I get a dash though, so I can actually avoid things. Unless it's the hair grab that is the dash, at which point, oh boy. Ooh, I really like that. You can actually see the path I've taken. You can't actually see, oh boy. Oh, I was hoping I could like half pipe the whole thing. There we go. It certainly helps if you can actually hit the thing. Okay, there we go. Nope, we actually need the movement speed from this one. There we go. This is tricky. Once again, the ice physics gives the game a really nice feeling of movement tech. Early on, without actually having it be like a upgrade feature that you give to the character, is both a blessing and a curse too. Essie, Keeper of the Eye, Beyond Repair, Absorb Tendrils. So this is the character we saw earlier. So what'd that give us? Forebear's Legacy. Increase the damage you deal permanently. Ooh! For each voice a keeper, born together from the same caste, from the same knacker even. They were meant as companions, one the extension of the other. What one touches, the other feels. What one endures, the other shares. Intertwined at the very root of their existence, not even death would break that bond. Yet death did come over and over again. As one was reborn, so was their counterpart. For each keeper a voice, for each keeper. Okay, so I'm up here. Yeah, I love the fact that you can see the path I've taken, even if it's not, like, banked as map data yet. And some crystallized knacker, which maybe we don't lose on death, is my assumption. But one thing I'm hoping, and this is definitely like getting pulling it off with style, I'm hoping for more... What is that dude? More Metroidvanias that actually have like a really clear world, if that makes sense. Crystallize, into small crystals. So does this solidify my knacker for me? Does it give me 145? It does. So that means whatever droplets I have on me, I've now functionally banked, I'm assuming. There we go. Well, this is bad news for me. That was my last bit of health. Ow. Never mind, I had a little bit more health. Okay, we're just... Nope. Damn it. It's okay. We banked all of our stuff, I think. We have 63 lost to the pond, but the rest is saved. So let's go buy an upgrade. Which one do we want to grab? Not sure. Probably the one that just gives me more money. Oh, look. I know we've all got our ways to cope with impending doom, but when she, of all of our units, throws in the towel, it's got to be a bit depressing. It's a bit like the vessel herself gives up on us, you know? Now that he's all perked up again, it feels like we're finally going to fight back. About time, if you ask me. Okay, so I have one core. Oh, we want effective dismantlement, but we don't have the resources for it. Ugh. The problem is... Death warping is a trial. Because, yeah, we don't have that shortcut. Ugh, dying there was bad. Oops. I'm here already. We want to go to the apartments. Not the apartments. Apartments don't have anything for me currently. We're going to go to the spine. Yeah, unfortunately, this doesn't have benches. It has one single checkpoint in the center of the area, so you really have to go on, like, a voyage to get anywhere. Which is an interesting choice. I respect it. How would I describe it? I don't like it, but I respect it. And this is something that, like, I think is kind of important with a lot of games. To kind of recognize that there are certain design decisions, rough edges that are specifically there to be hostile to you as the player, to make the actual experience more compelling in the long run. And that, you know, this is one of those kind of like push and pull things that you have to be very careful about from a game design perspective. But then also from a player's perspective, because a lot of players will always want like maximum quality of life, even if it means that the game has no texture to it. And that you have to be kind of careful with your preferences to not just immediately demand, I wish this had more checkpoints. I think the better trade-off is to have like accessibility options. Stuff where you can specifically say like, okay, I'm having trouble with this part. You know, this specific bit of hostile design is too hard for me. Parry timing being a good example. I'm not very good at timing my parries at all. And so being able to potentially like, does this actually have accessibility option? Assists. Oh, it does. Eroded bosses, pacifist, or ground healing. I'm actually going to turn that on. That's awesome. I think that might actually be one of the, like, easier bits of, like, accessibility I've seen in a while. So I think that means that... I'll have to play around with it. Because either that means that I can heal 1 bit of HP, and only 1 bit of HP. Yerp. By standing on the ground for a bit. So I can get back to 2 HP no matter what. I'm just going to ignore that one. Oh, like, really getting that slide feels incredibly good. I'm also going to say it's a very laudable choice to have sword pogoing, but without actually having sword pogoing. That you can pogo off an enemy, but all it does is just keeps you in the air. Also, big ups, no contact damage. That's a huge one for me. Talking about, like, hostile game design and things that both add texture or remove texture. Contact damage is one of those that, like, I see a lot of people... I saw somebody recently left a comment on one of my videos saying that it's not a real game unless it has contact damage, and I was like, that's certainly a weird take, and one that I do not agree with in the slightest. I think contact damage is actually one of the cheapest and least interesting ways to add texture to a game, to make a game harder, because then it's just punishing you for, oh, I'm going the wrong direction. That's what's up. It's one of the easiest ways to make a game more dangerous, but also considerably less fun. I think my main thing with contact damage is it's just not interesting. You know, it's just like, okay, so I just can't touch any enemy ever. Okay. It works, I think, in a more range-focused game. I don't think it works super hot in, like, a melee-focused one. Especially, you know, something like this. And let's just bank our stuff. I love this. This is a convenient little quality of life bit. I also really like that that swirly sphere animation. That looks very good. All right, time for this again. Yeah, we want to get rid of the ranged guys in the air first. Okay. And yeah, the hitbox... Ow, rude. Okay, so maybe that guy has... Maybe this guy has contact damage. Hard to say. Whoop. I have a downward dash? Oh, that is a downward dash. Huh. Interesting. I wonder why you would use that. Okay. Oh, that's the bonus protection for being on the ground for a bit. Very appreciated, frankly. And now we can get this door open. That's the shortcut I needed. Oh, a while ago. Did you know Metropolis has his very own pearl? A welcoming presence we call the blood. The blood. I mean, it's probably fine. Whee! That is so satisfying. Hopefully we have 1 or 2 segments that's just like full-on journey. You're just sand surfing for a while. There we go. Okay, let's go bank our resources since we're right next to the elevator. And I might as well go buy some upgrades. And heal. Might as well heal. Let's see. So, permanently opens 10 slots in its allocation matrix, which we probably need. Yeah, so let's grab that. We only have 1 old core, which locks me off of other things, but this is fine. Let's see. Yeah, the maintenance hacks is tempting, but I think I'd rather just go for more currency overall. I think that's going to get me more. Probably. Maybe. I'm just going to go over here. I actually really like the fact that that one picks me up and moves me around. There might be more nexuses eventually, but at least currently there isn't. Okay, so now I can grab a lot more resources when dying, and that's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to save here just because this is actually a very good stopping point. We've made it pretty far. I have no idea what the actual, size of this game is. Some of these games give you a percentage. This one definitely does not. But like I was saying, having one central kind of bonfire checkpoint home base that you keep coming to and departing from is a really interesting choice. Especially because of how kind of punishing the game is and the fact that you can only bank currency at oh, that's what that one thing is in the middle. That's the banking NPC that turns it into the crystallized nacre. Nacre? I did apologize for not being able to pronounce things at the beginning of this video, and I stand by that apology. Anyway, what I was going to say is that, like, the further you have to venture out, the more stressful it gets. You know, that boss fight that I was doing, I was on the edge of my seat. One, because a hard boss fight requires some reflexes, but two, you know, if I had lost there, I would have had to run all the way back and also lost every bit of resources I gathered. And so that really heightens the tension there in such a delicious way. And, you know, that kind of feels that way through the whole exploration experience of just the, like, oh shoot, you know, I really have to be careful here because there's no way for me to get, you know, my health back for a while until I get to one of those, like, healing dishes, or bank my crystals until I either get home or turn it to, I guess, crystallize my resources. And that feels good. I'm assuming eventually things get a lot more, like, connected. Oh, this is the silo access badge. So this might be a completely different location for me to explore too. Neat. Well, anyway, I guess with all that said, might as well mention once again that MIO Memories in Orbit is available now on Steam. Ooh. I think this is probably just a whole new region to explore. But very solid Metroidvania from what I've seen so far. Heavy focus on combat, though not as punishing as some other Metroidvanias I've played in recent memory. This one seems a lot more kind of like arcadey platformy, almost kind of SNESy in a good way. Though the lack of healing is going to be stressful. But the accessibility option to be able to regain one bit of health by standing on the ground feels really good to me. Legitimately wish more of these Metroidvanias had just little bits like that, and the fact that there are even more if you're, like, really getting pummeled, making the bosses just that much easier, or making the bosses easier, or what was the other one? Or just making the whole game peaceful so you can explore and run around and not have to worry about it at all. But I think for me, the setting I found was all the setting I will need to be able to beat this game. I really like how they're doing the line work here. The fact that it's especially on the wooded part right here, the normally kind of gray-black outline turns red. That's just a really nice stylistic choice that I've seen a lot of artists do. And boy, I wish I wasn't so committed to dark blue outlines, oddly enough, that I could actually do more colored outlines like that. I don't know, I think the hatching shader makes this look really nice. This could have been a pretty basic, low poly 3D Metroidvania, but having that slight hand-illustrated feel using the hatching shaders and the heavy use of outlines in different ways makes this look so much more evocative. Like, look at the backgrounds there. They could have gone full detail and shading and glowy effects and lighting and whatnot, and instead it kind of fades into this really satisfying silhouette that looks like a drawing, even though I'm pretty sure most of it's 3D still. Maybe. Okay, might as well look at this one. I love stargazing. Everywhere around us there's something to see. Light, colors, shapes, you name it. Made me realize how wrong things were back home. It shouldn't have taken boarding a spaceship to be able to watch the stars for the first time. They're a precious spectacle. A reminder the universe is infinitely vast and we are but a tiny speck of dust. A comforting thought, at least to me. When we reach our new home, let us be sure to preserve a starry sky for our kids, alright? Okay, so don't go into the goop. And let's see. Yeah, don't know when that extra health comes back. Unless it's just one piece of health and it doesn't come back, at which point, oof. Alright, well, anyway, I guess with all of that said, let's go back out to the main menu. I wonder if bench warping is a thing. I have to check this. Just because that's one of my favorite ways to go, like, bank resources when you're not really confident in coming back. Does it drop me where I was standing? Does it bring me back home? It brought me back home, and I think... I cannot tell this, but I think I kept all my resources. So that's a nice change. Anyway, so yeah, Memories Orbit is available now on Steam, so if you do want to pick it up and play yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. And I guess before I go, I should say a very quick thank you to Duze Diximus? Diximus? I am so sorry. And Focus Entertainment for reaching out and sponsoring this video. It was very kind of you. It was a ton of fun, and I'm looking forward to playing more of this. I'm a huge sucker for Metroidvanias, especially ones with settings that aren't just dark fantasy. And so this one being this like really beautiful, you know, kind of rune sci-fi Arkship is such a cool setting to play around with. And looking at the trailer, oh boy, it gets kind of wild. There's like a giant crusher trap grinder escape sequence that looks very fun. And a lot of really pretty plants. The bosses look fun too. But I guess I will leave those for you all to find yourselves if you play more of this. So, because with all that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.